In this video, I'm going to be sharing some of my productivity hacks with you guys, along with my work from home tips and how to create a work-life balance. So I start off my mornings doing 3 important things. The first one is making my bed. When you're working from home, it is so important to have this in your routine. Winter is upon us, so letting the light in is important. And lastly, drink some water. Maybe not as aggressively as Snicks though. This is not going to be one of those videos where I then tell you to go and meditate or stretch or do a morning workout, because I'm not going to do those things. I like to go ahead and make myself a cup of coffee. That's how I like to start my day. This, of course, is totally up to you. What do you do in your morning routine that gets you going, get you motivated? For me, I also like to do my skincare right when I wake up. It makes me feel good and fresh. This is all up for interpretation, of course. You do what you like doing in your routine. These are, of course, just the simple steps that I like to do every single morning to get myself ready for the day. And that also includes getting ready or dressed for the day. And normally in these videos, everyone's always saying, get dressed, it makes you feel better, it makes you feel more put together, productive. And while that's true, some days it's just not happening. And to be honest and realistic with you guys, some days I just switch into a different comfy outfit, including leggings and a new hoodie, to make myself feel fresh, but also a little bit more put together than just wearing the same thing I slept in. Some days I do feel like wearing a full outfit though and putting on jeans. Of course, they're comfortable jeans, but that typically gets me more inspired and ready to shoot content for the day, so that's why I do it. And it's just kind of nice, even if you're staying home, to feel put together, especially if you have Zoom meetings or anything like that. It's kind of nice to just put on something you love. We're not really wearing our favorite clothes out, so it's kind of nice to do this every once in a while. So for my outfit today, I was really feeling a bodysuit, and so I'm wearing this one from Revolve. I like it because it's long sleeve. It's going to keep me warm. This apartment is always so freaking cold, so it's kind of nice to just have one piece on to do that. And then for my jeans, these are dark wash, high-waisted, super duper stretchy jeans from Abercrombie. Love them. I always opt for a comfy pair of jeans when I'm going to be sitting at my desk all day. And yeah, that's my little outfit of the day. Not something I typically wear every single day when I'm working from home, but it's nice to every once in a while. So I feel like doing a full face of makeup every day is just not realistic for most people. And this is totally up to personal preference if you want to wear makeup when you're working from home. Obviously, you guys know this is my job, and so when I have makeup on, everything in the day just goes a lot better because I feel more confident when I'm filming Instagram stories, or I can like shoot a picture. I can just get a lot more done if I put on makeup in the morning and stuff. And so I like to do a fairly minimal makeup routine, or at least it's minimal to me. You can of course wear like brow gel and mascara and call it quits. You can add like a little bit of a tinted moisturizer. There's so many variations, and every day can be different because that's exactly what it is like for me. It was actually my last vlog that I kind of walked you guys through my everyday makeup routine as of lately. So if you're interested in checking that out and seeing what products I've been using and loving lately, definitely go check out that vlog. One of my favorite quick makeup hacks is just to use bronzer kind of on the eye in place of eyeshadow. Just adds a nice little bit of color. You're already bronzing up your face, so it's one less step. So here is the completed makeup look. Again, check out my previous vlog if you want to see all of the details. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications. I would really appreciate it. Now let's get into the actual tips that will help with working from home. Whether you're a student taking classes online at home or you're just working from home, setting up your workspace is one of the most important things. And over the years that I have worked from home, I have noticed that putting my desk in front of a window is always so much better. I can see out, I can see the light, I can see people passing by. It's always much better for my mental health. So that's kind of tip number 1. I've been personally working from home for probably around 5 years now, and this is the first year that I learned something very new about myself, and that is keeping my work and my desk and my office in a separate room really improves my life. During the pandemic, Cody's brother came over. They were going to be playing video games for an entire weekend, and I was like, I'm not dealing with this because my computer was in the living room and that's where I work. And so I moved my computer into this room you guys see. I call it my studio, but it's now my office and my everything room. And I set up my desk on my makeup table, and it has absolutely changed my life, although it's a little more complicated when I do my makeup because it kind of takes over. But being able to actually shut the door on this room and have kind of work be separate at the end of the night is so nice. Also too, distractions. I'm so easily annoyed with little noises and different things like that, so being able to shut the door and just be able to focus on things is so nice. Also too, this is like my favorite room. I curated it. It's everything I love in one room, and I get to spend so much more time in here now. It makes all the sense. Although I do obviously wish this room was bigger, but it's actually been so nice to be able to come in here, do my work. I feel like my emails aren't as demanding anymore. I can like get to them when I get to them instead of being like, okay, I can just like hop off the couch and hop onto my emails and reply. This is such a better situation. However, with me spending way more time in this room, it gets a lot messier a lot quicker. This is also like my home gym, so I have like some workout equipment that doesn't need to live here. I usually have a bunch of PRs kind of stacked up and kind of don't know where to put it. I need to like show it on Instagram before I put it away. And like I said, it is my everyday makeup station as well, so I have a lot of makeup and like my mirror and brushes and everything on my desk, which isn't ideal, but it's a situation that works for me right now. I am very much aware that not everyone has the option to put their office in their second bedroom or even have a second bedroom. A lot of you guys are probably working in your bedroom, especially if you're a student and you have like one desk with your laptop and that's pretty much all you have. And any space you do have, it's just kind of a matter of keeping it clean, because I feel like that really sets the tone and sets the mindset for the rest of the day, and things can get cluttered really easily. So taking the time, like 5 minutes at the end of the day, to clean everything off, that way it's fresh in the morning. And of course, I'm sure you guys have all heard this, don't be working in your bed. I used to do this back in college and it was the absolute worst because I'd just fall asleep. It was the worst. So I usually save any like creative things that I want to do. If I like set a night, I'll go sit in my bed and like scroll through Pinterest, kind of write down video ideas, that kind of thing. But anything else that's work related, I do in this room. Another couple of discoveries I found out about this year that have drastically changed my work life is the fact that I can reply to Instagram comments and DMs on the desktop version, or at least the web browser version, and it makes my life so much easier because I can treat DMs like an inbox for email, and I can type so much faster on the computer than I can on my phone, so I'm able to reply to so many more people, and it just again keeps everything kind of contained, and I love it so much. Also too, if you guys communicate with any groups on WhatsApp, I also have the desktop version of that, and it's so nice because again I can type so much faster, get a longer response, and also I can treat it like work. So if you guys don't use Instagram or WhatsApp on your computer, highly recommend. It's a game changer, and I'm so thankful I implemented that this year. Another little tip, blue light glasses. They do work. These ones are from Key and I absolutely love them. They're just plain blue light. I don't have prescription in them, and they are so nice. I typically only use them at night if I'm staying up late to edit and I don't want to have trouble falling asleep, but also too if you get headaches. I feel like so many of us are not used to staring at a screen as long as we have been this year because of working from home and not knowing when work starts and ends kind of thing. So definitely get yourself a pair of blue light glasses. If I can find these ones, I'll link them down below. Highly recommend. They're so cute. I love wearing them just for fun too, but they do actually work. So if you don't have a pair, you should get one. Another tip is don't forget to eat. Plan your meals throughout the day, take breaks, properly nourish yourself. I knew that I was gonna have a busy day, so I prepared these overnight oats last night. They're like a blueberry, almond milk, chia seed mixture with some maple syrup, and then I'm gonna top it with some coconut whip and some blackberries to fill me until I have my next meal. And the last couple little productivity hacks I have for you guys is I am the kind of person that likes to have my inbox be very, very minimal. So I try and keep my inbox under 100. It's reaching 150 right now, and that's okay because everything's kind of busy right now. But I do generally try and go through my inbox kind of once a week and make sure that everything is kind of just under that 100 mark, or even 50 if you want to. I just can't stand extra emails and it makes everything so cluttered. So having that goal and that number is really nice. And then when it comes to to-do list, I do have a planner that I use that has like a full section for everything I want to get done that day. But if I'm having a slower day, or maybe just not the best mental health day, instead of writing what I have to do and getting overwhelmed by the list, I generally write what I have done and what I have accomplished, because that is a nice way to go about it. It doesn't feel as overwhelming. It's kind of nice to still cross things off and see kind of what you did do, especially those days where you're like, I feel like I've done nothing, and then you go in, you write everything down, and you're like, wow, I actually got a lot done, and you feel a lot better about yourself. So if you don't like to-do list, maybe flip it and reverse it and do it things you have done instead of what you need to do. It's kind of nice, very helpful. And last couple things I want to leave you guys with is please keep in mind that productivity does not equal your self-worth. I know that that can be kind of a struggle when you're spending so much time at home and it feels like you're not getting anything done. Some days are going to be better than others, and you kind of just have to roll with the punches, unfortunately. And we're also dealing with the time change and having it get dark earlier And that is always such a struggle for me because I feel like I have just gotten into a routine where I know when I work best. That's kind of another thing, is like if you're restricted by times that you have to work, then obviously you have to do that. But if you do have the freedom to kind of choose your schedule, find out what works best for you. I feel like I spent so many years trying to get up earlier and trying to work earlier because that's what everyone else was doing. And let me tell you, I do not work earlier. It does not work. I feel like all of my managers and everyone that like has worked with me in the past understands now that I'm not a morning person. And so I don't really get going until like noon onward. And with the time change, that can be kind of difficult because it really shortens my window when I can film and have natural light and stuff. And so just kind of adapting to the situation and just knowing that if you have the freedom to work when you can, don't beat yourself up if you're not a morning person too and you're not getting up at the crack of dawn, doing your little workout, and then getting right into it. If that's you, then that's totally fine, but some of us are night owls and that's just who we are inside. Snix has now joined us. That is pretty much the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and hopefully found some of it helpful. And if you did, give it a thumbs up because it really helps and supports my channel. Don't forget to be kind to yourself and your body as well during these times. That's super important to remember. Noodle's yelling, so I'm gonna go. I love you guys so much and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!